goodness, I just realized my mic wasn't working. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Amethysia. If you guys haven't been here before, hello and welcome. I've been meaning to continue this series for a while. I have since decided that my first attempt at a zoo, while it was, a lot of you thought it was good, I decided I wanted to lay it out better, and I actually found a mod. I use very few mods for Planet Zoo, only ones that'll help me, and making a diverse zoo. I found one that might help with the sort of zoo envisionment I have. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into this. The reason why, what really prompted, I've been meaning to continue this for a while. I love Planet Zoo. I've wanted to get the zoo going. Was, well, Frontier has. I'll do this while I'm talking. Frontier has become a bit unpredictable. They've been pretty bit unpredictable for a while now, where you can pretty much tell where everything's releasing. Based on their last DLC release, I would have thought the announcement would have been towards the end of this month or towards the beginning of next month. I'm thinking they were probably working on something big. What that is may or may not be revealed later on. But anyways, so they've kind of teased maybe what the next DLC is. They've said the next update is going to have colored staff clothing. It's going to have a lot of new camera stuff. Interestingly enough, which coincides with one such teaser, is they're going to be adding spitting. So that's going to be to our camelids, the llama, and the Bactrian camel. Well, apparently during the stream they were playing with the kinetic sand, and they seemed to resemble some animals, one of which people are speculating looks like a dromedary camel. Now, you know, Bactrian is the famous two-humped camel right here. It's ironic that we got it on our loading. And they reside more in Asiatic environments and more in the Asian deserts, like in Mongolia and whatnot. Whereas the dromedary is more so the Middle Eastern, more in Africa. Dragon has the one hump. I've been wanting to see it. I always thought it was interesting. Bactrian was in here. I've seen both. Planet Zoo is supposed to be a spiritual predecessor or successor to the Zoo Tycoon games, and they had, I believe, both across both of their games. So anyways, we are going to, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually first gonna start with my settings. But anyways, one looked like a dromedary camel, apparently. One looks like people are speculating a black rhinoceros, which I would also love to have. It's also been in the Zoo Tycoon games. One people are saying looked like either a horned viper or a eyelash pit viper. And one looked like people are speculating an African crested porcupine. I would love to see every single one of those species. And so people are speculating that it might be a drylands or a desert pack. 'Cause our last one was the tropical. The one before that was, I believe it was the grassland, wasn't it? Um, so yeah, hmm. I want some of our animals to have very specific needs here. Real quick, it's hard to, I can multitask only so much, so we want animal aging and birth. Enable death through aging. Total welfare. I don't want them to really die of anything else. Social groups, overcrowding. Fights. Let's do fights for dominance. Due to guests or other, we won't have any guests, so it'll be to other animals. Predation, fear. I don't really want animals dying from potential predation, and so I think I think that's what I want to have for our animals. I wanted very specific animals, and then everything else, keep it typical. But anyways, people are speculating other animals that that I would love to see, like I took a bit of a list here. Let me pull it up really quick for you guys. But anyways, so people are thinking a baboon species. People are thinking either Hamadryas or I were to think the olive baboon, also known as the Anubis baboon. I would love to see a baboon. We don't have any baboons in this game, and that shocks me that we don't have any baboons. We have a mandrill, but which is the closest thing. Uh, animal death. All right, I think that's good. But people are seeing Secretary Bird, Mara, Common Eland. Um, there's those seem to be colored peccaries. People are saying tortoise. I'm gonna guess like an African spurred tortoise or a sulcata. Um, that seems to be what people are thinking about. Some people are speculating it'll be a normal. It'll honestly probably, because we're missing so many animals for that environment. I'm hoping it's gonna be an animal pack, so a DLC. Is this game any fun? Yes, I say that I think it's fun. Like every game, I would say to each their own. So I love it's a simulation game. I actually it has levels and also So if you've ever played like any of the Zoo Tycoon games or anything having to do with park building and management, there's levels and then there's sandbox, which is what I'm in right now. I like to mess around in sandbox mode. I'm going ahead and trying to build as much as I can speak as possible. Alright, so we're going to need a zoo entrance. Yeah, there we go. There are no entrances to the zoo. So I'm gonna look on the Steam Workshop because I'm horrible at building stuff together. Entrance part 1. I must have made that at some point. Okay. So I would say if regards to if it's fun, it totally depends. I think it's a very relaxed gameplay style. Whereas some people might think it's boring. I could have sworn there was a button to go on the Steam Workshop. But I'm going ahead and I'm going behind the scenes. If I can find the Steam Workshop really quick. But let's see. So we need an entrance. I usually go for the most highly rated, and I'm hoping that my mod that should. Alright, so we have a starter zoo. Which is a complete zoo, a park, rather than I want an actual placeable entrance. That's not going to be. I'm looking for something that's actually considered. There we go, zoo entrance and facilities. This may have been what we tried to put up last time. Alright, so there we go, it shows up right away. Yes, I do think this is the exhibit I got last time. Yeah, the building seems to be. I would like to see something with spawners. I can't tell if this thing has any guest spawners. if it doesn't, then that's gonna be a pain. We might put this off to the side if I don't see any. Well, the building mod seems to be doing its job. That's for sure. I need a guest spawner first though. Because it doesn't let you remove the spawners anymore. It says cannot delete last guest spawner. So I'm actually going to look in here. Guest spawner. So somebody did make a starter zoo, but it's like I don't want a separate zoo. I want reading this real quick. Okay, they're fully working. How does it say guest? I don't understand why it says this has a guest spawner. Excuse me real quick. There we go. Dogs are being fed real quick. My dog wanted to go out. It says food, drink stands, toilets, solar power. Watching the grid. Alright. I'm seeing a bunch of I want a guest spawner though. Something that contains a guest spawner. This might take a hot second for me to comb through these mods really quick. Or not mods, but these workshop items. So the workshop items are items made by other people. Because while I do have a certain extent of creativity, I'm not very good with the sort of creative tools that this game provides. Let's see, I'm seeing a lot for habitats and whatnot. I'm gonna just search up spawner because this thing can be very tricky with words. Or maybe because it like nitpicks both. Maybe if you put both in parentheses. Okay. Oh, that might be how I should start looking up things. Okay, anyways. This is live. Yeah, this is live. Uh, it's a little behind me speaking, but I honestly don't know if there would. There's only I've noticed there's only much of a difference when Heck, that might have messed up some of my numbers. That's okay. Let me see. But yeah, this is all live. If I had the time to edit, then I would. Ooh, that's a big workshop item. There we go. But I work 2 jobs. I'm working almost constantly, so I only have enough time. There we go. There should be... Oh, there we go. Free build. I would like to... There should be like a toggle. A grid toggle. I didn't mean for that to go away. Let me look in this mod description real quick. Because apparently there's a button where it will snap. Planet Zoo free build mod. Apparently a lot of YouTubers use this mod as well. Okay, so it says add a new grid toggle shortcut that can disable grid snapping. Okay, great. What is that shortcut? Wish it said game updates will break mods. I understand that. That was an ad. Should be. It would be great if it said the keybinds in the description. There's a grid toggle shortcut. 3D shortcut keys to your controls menu. Toggle free build. Toggle grids. Okay, I would like to know what that keybind is. Old video demonstration suggestions. This is and a visual checkbox for reference. I can enable added advanced move, advanced duplicate to items. I'm trying to go through this as quickly as possible. Alright. Well, that's gonna be its height. But that's gonna be shift, period. I'm gonna do that real quick. Oh my god, this mod is beautifully done. Was that a part of this? Yes. Okay. Alright, good. We got our guest spawners, which means we can now destroy this and, thank god for, let me decrease the size of this. Maybe not that much, though. Alright, now, will you please work? There we go. That's a... I must have not risen it up enough. Let me do advanced move. There we go. Just rose it up a little bit, and then we're gonna go through our terrain. We're gonna get rid of all that grass. There we go. Grass short. And then we're gonna have to fix some of those other things real quick. But yeah, I love using what other people build, as opposed to me building myself. I might make adjustments and whatnot, but I am horrible at using this creator tool. As well as I've always liked following tutorials and whatnot based off of other people's ideas. I just like putting them together. It's calming to me. Alright, so obviously we don't want any grass on any of this. Honestly, yeah, it's a little weird to have long grass around here. Period. Oh wow, this tool lets us go all the way out. Or this mod, I should say. There we go. We don't really need grass. Okay. Then I want to get rid of these trees. Perfect. So let's see what our toilet block... Okay, so they're inaccessible, so that means we just need to add paths. That's no big deal whatsoever. This is very well done, though. Let me look at, however... I don't want the zoo to be open. I actually don't like seeing the guests go around. I like it to be more of a private facility, sort of. Alright, so we got... Okay. So, let's start with... I think that's German, which is totally fine because not, or maybe they followed the same Planet Zoo language because Planet Zoo kind of has a. Ooh, are those what I think they are? Yeah, they're signs. So I can't tell if they colored it or I can put text on it. That highlights the whole thing. Alright. Bear with me with chat because sometimes I do forget to look at chat. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow a chat overlay. That's only a Twitch thing. Alright, so we gotta make our toilet block here accessible to the spawners, basically. Pretty sure, yes, can make a nice path that goes underneath everything. You gotta be kidding me. I may need to raise this place again. Because I don't want to see that stuff. Alright, we're gonna raise the place a little bit again. I don't need to see the power, I want to raise it slightly. Hoping my hand's steady enough, there we go. That seems to be as high as we can get it. Heck! I'm trying to make it not... I do kind of know a bit of a workaround around that, but it doesn't look nearly as great. And that's if we take this and we raise it slightly. I might not. Stone brick wall floor, okay, and then I want to raise that. There we go. This is the only workaround I've figured out so far when stuff like that happens. I try to make it as non-noticeable as possible. It's such a pain in the butt, though. Alright. It's not too terribly noticeable. It's just a dumb glitch with the, well, it's not a glitch. It's a dumb feature, I should say, when, sometimes when you place paths, it'll, like, sync a bunch of the stuff around it. That's the least conspicuous way I know of to fix this problem. Okay, so let's keep doing our paths, I guess. Yeah, it wasn't... I'm hoping that was the only thing that would have affected. So there we go. So, trying to just pay attention to just whenever. Darn it. It's not quite as low as it could have been. There we go. Okay. Toilet block 1 should be accessible. That's what I just linked to the guest spawner. No accessible zoo entrances. Right, to the guest spawners. That's... Okay. Come on. I mean to the guest... I keep accidentally... Okay, guest spawner. Where is it? Okay. Okay, and then the guest spawners appear to be these doors here. Perfect. To me, that's what would be the best. There we go. Okay. So we have a hidden path, so guests will spawn here, walk through to here. When we have guests, when that whole deal. I love having hidden paths underneath. I hate it when it doesn't let our camera come through. There we go. Alright, so oh no, that whole thing should be the bathroom. Oh, and then the other bathroom is going to be on that side, right? Okay. Okay. That's why it only shows one door. Got it. It would be nice if we had... it go in the middle there. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I'll deselect that. Okay. So now we want to align. We're probably going to have to do the exact same thing with, yep, this side. It's not too big of a deal. We just don't want it absolutely levitating. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. I like this entrance, it's very nice. It's the best rated thing on the workshop that contains guest spawners, and it has the entrance, so that saves me. Okay, there we go. And then our other guest spawners should be over here. There we go. So that was some of it. Toilet block 2. What do you mean toilet block 2? Oh, I never linked it to there. I just started here. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we got that accessible. I would also love to see a path connection here. That's not gonna be straight. No, there's no way that's gonna be straight. Wish it would be. One thing we can do, I guess, is to... There we go. So that should be a full square right there. And then we have one more facility, our power source, right over here. And we're gonna need a mechanic to take care of that. Oop, I totally forgot. I forgot to check the bathrooms too. We'll take, ooh, maybe I should check over there as well to make sure. Okay. Check around the rest of the building. It gets a lot more fun once we start adding animals, I promise. Still think this is really pretty, but yeah, I totally didn't check over here. Let's see what we can do about getting rid of the grass peeking through like that. Alright. It's a work in progress for sure. And then we'll have our entrance looking nice and spiffy. But I'm suspecting the announcement for the animals to be really soon. It was pretty soon after the live stream. I think it was the next day even, when we got at least some of the animals from the roster. So I'm actually really hoping some of what people are speculating are true. I would love to see all of those animals, actually. I don't think African Crested Porcupine was in any Zoo Tycoon games, but it is very popular in zoos. Same with the Horned Viper, because Zoo Tycoon 2 and 1 and 2 didn't have any exhibits or anything. So, okay, here we go. Nice. Looks very nice. And then I would like to... So we need to make our power source accessible. To do that, I would like to have a nice, pretty path that matches well with what we've already established. Because we're not going to see any of that path that's under there. What looks like kind of stone tiles? That one's kind of pretty. This crazy stone path looks really nice. I think maybe this crazy stone might look best. So if we line this to grid. This is the entrance. I do want to reserve as much space as possible, so we're going to come over, we're going to bring this over to here. I don't want it to cross over like that. I'm thinking that's the best. There we go. That blends out really nicely, I think. go ahead, open this up a little more. Just so we have that for now. Okay, and then so our only zoo entrance warning we have right... Ooh, I didn't raise that up enough, apparently. So the only warning we should have right now is that our zoo is not open. Which I'm totally okay with having that warning. There we go. I wonder if I can lower that a little bit more because it kind of obstructs. No, I can't. What was that? Was as good as that's gonna be. Okay. So yeah, that's our entrance right here. We got our guest spawners. We got some restrooms. Not that anybody would really be using them. That's totally okay. So we can go ahead. Let's add a mechanic. We don't have one. And he's gonna go around. He's gonna go check out some things. Okay. So now we need to make sure that is fulfilled now that we have the entrance done. So I'm honestly partially inclined to include our staff stuff over here somewhere. Try to keep it out of the way. So let's see what we need. We need a vet surgery. It's at the very top. So let's go ahead and okay, ironically the best... I'm hoping to cover as many of these as possible. Is a lion habitat, which is really nice, but I think I tried to use this once before. This is apparently the most subscribed thing that has a vet center in it. I do suppose we could make that our kind of centerpiece of the zoo, maybe. There's apparently also a group of scenery. I want to look in my subscribed files real quick to make sure I wasn't missing anything with the entrance. Nope. Okay. Alrighty. Quarantine keeper head. So I think vet surgery was what I looked at. I can also just... So that should have staff building, quarantine, vet surgery, trade center, research center, workshop, and staff room. That'll take up, take out a lot of our... Okay. So either way, if I look up... That is a starter. Could also just be lion habitat. Okay. The large lion habitat is not actually the most heavily rated lion habitat. So what I'm thinking is to save space, because that first lion habitat isn't exactly the top rated lion habitat. As the other zoo entrance with guest spawns from the elevators on different floors. Okay, so 192 ratings. Oh, we got 14952 for that, as opposed to wow, yes, our current zoo entrance is actually the best, I would say. So if I look up vet surgery, the modern staff building. So let me actually, did I unsubscribe from that? Hold on. No, let's unsubscribe from the lion stuff. So we're looking for something with a vet surgery. I don't know what keeps playing as an ad somewhere. It might be Nexus. There we go. Ah, that's why it doesn't. So it just happened to. Maybe I should start with only one thing at a time. So vet surgery, and then anything that has all the other stuff in it. So this has 13,000. And then we're going to look at Trade Center. People don't usually. Some of these aren't quite the most subscribed, but I mean, if it has everything that I'm looking for. Alright, so we have this nice staff building, which should, in theory, have everything we're looking for. Oops. It doesn't have a keeper hut in it. Okay. So I'm trying to look for something with all of it in it. How does it not have a keeper hut? It's a wonderful staff building, but it doesn't have a keeper hut. Main shop, administrative offices. So this is really nice, but I don't think it has everything I'm looking for either. This is a ranger station build. Dormitory, rec room, vet surgery, maintenance shop, administrative offices. This is a really nice ranger station. It'll take a hot minute for it to say. Oh, it only had one out of... Wow, okay. It only had one of the buildings I was looking for. Okay. There's this staff center. Okay, this might be what we're looking for. So it says research center, surgery, staff room, keeper hut, workshop, quarantine, and a trade center. Okay. I wanted to check this real quick though. Just curious to see if it has guest spawners in it. Oops. I don't think it does. It's really nice, but it looks like a zoo entrance. No guest spawners, which is what I was looking for. I don't think. If I... Would there be a way for me to look? Where even would that be? Facilities? No. There isn't, so even though this is really highly rated, really well done and whatnot, it doesn't have any guest spawners. It's an entrance, it's not a, That's why I'm trying to find all these things combined all in one workshop item, is to reduce space, if at all possible. That's kind of one of the many things I'm going for here. So let's unsubscribe from that. So kind of just looking at, so this staff center has 6,000 subscribers, whereas if I look at in my game, trade center, staff room, so that has 10,000. There's this all-in-one staff house that has 74,000. Wow. It's very simple, but it might get the job done. It does not have everything in it. Actually, it does not. It is not quite an all-in-one staff house. It's missing some things. So... and then there was the modern staff building, the large veterinary. Yeah, the other one might have been... let's look. Vet surgery. Might have been the best rated with... okay, so let's take a look at this. We're gonna close that right this second. So we got this blueprint. I'm hoping this has everything. It's very well made, waiting for that to go away. If it does go away, great. Then this is what I want. Let's see here. We got... it's very difficult to tell just by looking at it. I wish it would let me know. Oh, that's nice, the wolves. So we have a vet surgery. Okay, that's a check. We need a trade center. That's gotta be either trade center or quarantine. A staff room. That's a keeper hut. That's still, I think it's 2 stories though. So we need a staff room. So one of those has got to be a quarantine, and the other has got to be a trade center, right? I think that's a workshop. It's a research center. There's more. There we go, there's a staff. I think this has everything. I think it does have everything, actually. Okay, well, if it does, ooh, perfect, we can fit it right over here by our little generator. Can actually sort of incorporate the generator into it, I think. Let me think of what the best... I don't want to put that right in front, so let's put it like that, kind of. Is that grid aligned with everything else? It is not. That's why I usually reset to... then I want to rotate this way. Okay. Then we can move it. So yeah, that does seem to have the least bit of wasted space. That's what I'm thinking. It's like this, and then we can have that go around there, and we can do the rest of it. Perfect. Oh, I love this mod. This free building mod. I don't have to worry about making stuff too close or anything. That's really gonna help with me condensing the zoo. Yeah, look at that. See, all of our staff's stuff is all... it's all good. So we're gonna... there we go. There we go. Perfect. So, and then I think... yes, we can make stairs. Alright, I see what they have a staff path up there. So I am going to also use a staff path. This is going to be difficult. Stairs are very difficult for, especially to make them curve like that. Okay. I need to... we can make that look better, I'm pretty sure. Let's erase that for now. Come on. There is a way to do this, it's just being very finicky. See, I want to do it this way, but go down. There's a way to do that. That might be good enough for now. Yeah, the only way to actually make that work, though, would be for it to cut across. Let's... There is a way to do this. It's just gonna be a pain in the butt. Actually, you know what? Hold on. So if I'm thinking if I can get something level to there and then I can get it up, we can get something going. There we go. Like this. Like this. Perfect. Aside from that, though, I completely started back at square one with that, didn't I? There is a way to make stairs like this, though. This, my only issue is these stairs are gonna be a pain. I'm thinking about wrapping it maybe a little bit. There was a video attached to it. I could watch it real quick. Okay, so they did this by starting at the door, going up, and then curving. We can try that. Maybe if we, hold on, align to grid maybe? I don't know why it's putting up that high. Deselect grid. There we go. Like this. And then there's apparently a way. Hold on. Oh boy, it's being... I hate it when paths are being dumb like this. How do I make this curve? So apparently this is correct to do it like this. But then you're supposed to... Oh, maybe that's why. That's gonna be good enough-ish. Why did that do that way? It keeps trying to add another one. I mean, it looks like they might be able to go up. Power sources under shelter. I mean, is it accessible? It looks like it might be. Blocked by shelter. That's interesting. It's considered to be blocked by shelter there. I want to see if we can fix that. I mean, there shouldn't be a setting for that. Not that I can tell. That's bizarre. Alright, well, I think they can access it. Besides, this path that I apparently need to, continue. There we go. That's totally fine. So we have our stairs going up to here. And then we need... Right, for that to extend to there. Is there anything behind? Nope. So that's as much as we need to put that there. Let's see. Something's not right here. Oh. Okay. So put this here. There we go. Okay. This building should be good. It's weird that it considers the... I mean, I understand why it says the solar panels underneath shelter, but at the same time, it's, and that must have been a part of the build before that was, implemented, is my guess. Okay. I think this looks actually pretty nice. So, let's go ahead and put our staff in. Low workload. So we need a caretaker. Keeper. We already have a mechanic. We don't really need security. We don't need a vendor. Vet. I think that's all the staff we need right this minute. Okay, so now that we got the basics out of the way, I think we're ready for some animals. I usually like arranging my zoos according to geography, so I want to start with the base game first, maybe. So maybe look for a habitat for an aardvark, aardvark / meerkat habitat. So I'm going to look on here real quick. Wow, we could also do... a tropical aviary. Location. So this has 52,000 subs. Very generic. Do... Ooh, that's a good one. So we could do a tropical aviary, and or we could make an indoor outdoor aardvark habitat. So I'm wanting to see... So these have up to 50,000. Let me look for something for a meerkat. Okay, the meerkat habitats very different from so we could make it that's huge for meerkats. So we can also make a habitat that's that only has 3,000. So we could do a tropical aviary, and we can put a wide variety of animals in there. This has 52,000 subs, whereas Aardvark... I mean, that was what came up for Aardvark, actually, whereas Meerkat comes up with one with 14,000. So I want to try this tropical aviary. Wow, it could probably really fit a lot in here. Okay, so I want to try this mod, or it's not a mod, I keep saying mod. This blueprint. The panel too short thing shouldn't be affected by free build. Yes. Okay, this can be one of many centerpieces of our zoo. I do want to have a lot of variety in our biomes and whatnot. I don't know if this should be the centerpiece. I kind of think this would go very well if we did it off to the side. Look at how big this is, and we're gonna fit a lot in there. So let's see what other species does it say? Because I want to see if there's anything better. So it says flamingo, lemurs, capuchins, okapis, giant eaters, aardvarks, tortoises, peafowls. Let's look at. So this is This apparently can be a huge, giant biodome, sort of, so to speak. I have to keep going back and forth because I can't memorize. Lemur, capuchin. Let's look at... Wow, does that have more subs? Wow, yeah. One of the lemur ones has more subs. The flamingo one also does. This one would save me a lot more though. Capuchin. Yeah, this is the best rated for capuchins. Okapis. Giant Eater. And then I want to look in-game as well, because I know some of these have certain compatibilities. Tortoise. Peafowl. I mean, it rates pretty darn high against so many different things. Only thing is thinking about this, and that does look like something that you could put aardvarks in though, but I think it's a biodome. So from the looks of it, like I'm gonna lower this real quick. Oops. Because unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any barriers. It looks like you're kind of supposed to mix everything, which that I don't want to do. So it looks like there's no barriers with any of this stuff. So while it is very nice and it would save me a lot of space, it doesn't necessarily look like a lot of these would easily be discernible. It looks like it's meant to literally just toss everything in here, is what it looks like to me. Oh, well, maybe I didn't raise it high enough. No, it still looks like it. It looks like it'd be very nice, but at the same time, no. So I'm going to choose something else for our aardvarks. While that is very highly rated, very pretty, it's not what I'm looking for. So, we're getting all these other ones. There's this Aardvark Adventure. But it doesn't really seem to incorporate the idea of meerkats very well. Because that's another thing that I'm trying to do. Is I want to incorporate both aardvarks and meerkats together. So let me actually see if there's one that you could toss in together. Not particularly. So I want something that both of them look like they could have fun in. That one looks more like just a meerkat. Exhibit. Because I want to make it look like it's throughout. Well, the meerkat has a grassland and a desert. And then their buddy, the aardvark. Whoops. Grassland and tropical. So... Another thing we could do is search up for the best for aardvark. So this is one such. It would make the exhibits very large, but... So this is one that we could do for aardvarks. It's got our little bedding area here. But it doesn't look like something meerkats... It looks like too open for meerkats is my only theme with that one. So I want to try this one because it's an indoor-outdoor. Let's try this. That honestly looks perfect for two species. It looks perfect. If some signs I think that does tell about. I heard an informational. Here we go. It only shows one sign, and it has it for Aardvark. Could put it elsewhere for Meerkat too, though. So while this is made primarily for Aardvarks, I think it'll fit for Meerkats too. The only problem is exhibits like these with actually getting the animals in. I think you can manually move them in though. But then zookeepers have like problems accessing the food and whatnot. We can try it. That's interesting. Okay. But you basically have to make it to where guests can come walk inside. Oh, that right there is how. But then you're gonna see aardvarks. So like while the zookeeper can come in, the aardvarks will run out and they'll play around, and it doesn't look that realistic if I'm being honest. That's why I don't like exhibits like this. It's so nice, but I'm really debating it because, like, if I put it down where it's supposed to be, right, or it's not even going to really go down to where it's supposed to be, it's going to be weird about where it goes. But, like, if you put aardvarks in here, they're just going to run out. It's not a secure it's not actually a very secure habitat, which is a problem, because I want it to be a secure habitat. So one thing I can do, though, is move the barriers around. Put, like, the keeper door here. Just exhibits like this are a pain in the butt. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make a decision. It's such a nicely made exhibit. When was it made? January. Yeah, I'm looking at... Oh, they did move the keeper gate. Okay. Aardvark exhibits. Out of all the aardvark habitats, though, this one seems to be the best for both aardvarks and meerkats. There is a tropical house as well that we could put these in. Let me look through these images really quick. Meerkats aren't a tropical species, though, is the main issue. For some of these very specific housing. $14,000. And while that one's nice, it's very scrubby. So I'm looking at a video overview really quick. It's not like you need enough room for them both to wander around. There is a desert house. Let's see. To use. So there's Australian and African. That you can put Nile monitors. Oryx. Let me look really quick at the. Oops. Oryx. It's Gemsbok, isn't it? Which doesn't share from any species in interspecies enrichment. And then Nile monitor, I know doesn't. But let's look at koala. Let's look at koala. Koala, kangaroo, which can also be with an emu. would work, and a rednecked wallaby. I mean, that could also work. Let me see what this desert house looks like, because if it fits, that would actually be very nice to incorporate it. Alright, so it should be in our blueprints now. Let's look at this desert house. Big. Very, oh my god. That is very big. Okay. Let's take a look real quick. So we got, it said it has 3 exhibits. Wish my camera was better. Okay. Oh, that's right. They said it's a walkthrough. So that probably needs to hide that. Yeah. There's aardvark right here, but the Nile monitor, they're wanting to mix with the tortoises, I think. Okay, so I found the path. So yeah, there's a aardvarks you can put in there, apparently. Then you got the tortoises. And the monitors. But then apparently there's also an Australian portion. Those are exhibits. Very nice, but my only issue is the walkthrough with the incorporating both the tortoise and the Nile monitors. Yeah. It would be perfect otherwise, but nope. So I think the other blueprint seems to be the winner. Okay, so I don't think I ever... Here, I'm gonna delete this pathing after I'm done. There we go. Just to kind of keep it going, I think that looks pretty darn nice. Okay, so we're gonna have our first exhibit, and I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna have to move the blueprint around. Is this aardvark habitat, which I'm trying to think where I want it placed. Because we want it to be accessible. So I'm thinking if we're doing a path like that, maybe that would look good over here. Maybe? so we can kind of curl it around this a little bit. Question is, would I rather it be floating slightly, or I hate it. I hate that the terrain's like this sometimes. Like, do I want it to dip slightly, or? There we go. Okay. That actually turned out pretty darn great. And then we have speakers and all that are inaccessible, but that's no problem. So I'm actually going to edit the barrier. I wonder if you can like highlight the entirety. Oh. And then just shrink it. Oops. So if I edit the barrier, I shrink it, and then I move this. So we're gonna have to highlight the whole thing, I think. Okay. I wish you could shrink it. Like, is there a way to shrink? Because if only I could have it in this shape. You know what? That's something we can do. Try to align it with this. And then move this. No, that's not gonna work. Oh. I suppose that would have been easier. But, you know, honestly, yeah. Let me just delete that. And then if we just make a barrier. Let's take the length down a bit. 9 and 11 meters. I wish there wasn't a length snap, and then I could just place it. I mean, I could also do this. It'll take a little longer, but to make it more precise. It doesn't matter because nobody's really going to see this. It's just keeping the aardvarks in. That's all this barrier is telling the aardvarks to do is, hey, stay in here. It's fine. Nobody's going to see it. It's not going to be perfect. We want it to go out a little bit, though, rather as opposed to in, unless it's like right there on the barrier. So I want them to still go along the outside. It's actually looking okay. It would have looked better maybe if I did that part a little different. Let's see what's going on inside here. Oops. There we go. Wanted that to be a little neater. I just got rid of something. That's semi-problematic. I can't really select it. Dang. Look at how nice of a fit that is. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna call this African grassland burrows. Alright. And it should be okay. I think all we have to do now is just, because they got water, right? They should have a little bit of everything. Yeah, here. They need a little bit of water. if I can place water. It says it's obstructed. Trying to think. Water, water, water. Unless they have another water source somewhere and that just shoots out. So we have food. We have food. We don't really have water though. So I might have to fix that just a little bit just so we can have some water for these guys. This is obstructed by something. Oops. Let me look this up really quick, so I kind of wonder if there is. Some people are suggesting not making it a habitat online. Why did the habitat name change? That's bizarre. Anyway, so let's do that, and then let's see if this will help. It's still obstructed. I can't tell what's obstructing it either. I'm wondering if I lower some of this stuff, not connected to a habitat terrain, that's fine. Because they're gonna need water. Let me look into the thing real quick. Yeah, the rocks are lowered. The rocks should be lowered. That's the problem. Is I need to lower all of these rocks. Maybe not all of them, but you know, some of them to kind of make a little pool. I hated that steam. So it goes up to reeds. The first set of reeds. Yes, okay. So up to here-ish. Alright, so we need to just lower these rocks is all. I don't know to how much, but just a little bit. We want to make a little shallow pool for our little guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm trying to select the rock under it. There we go. That might be the only one for me to not really move. It's still obstructed? You gotta be kidding me. So I want to do maybe a multiple selection. Control click to add multiple items. Come on. Why did that change? Oh, I did something. Why is it being weird like that? Sure. Vertical snap, let's get rid of that. Oh, there we go. Why? I want to put water down, though. I don't remember how to deselect. I don't understand why it still says it's obstructed. Like, what is making you obstructed? You know what else we can do? Is we can select all of these rocks that it says is making it obstructed, save it as a blueprint, remove it, and then put it back in. Is my other thing I want to try. It says it's obstructed all the way. is gonna take a long time to fix. Oh my god. There's apparently 2 layers of it too. Oh wow. I mean, I'm wondering if another thing I could do is to raise the land a bit. Just a little bit. Oh my god. I just want to make this water work, man. Oh my god. And it started over. This is such a pain in the butt. I don't want to do that. I want to select the selection, not the background. I want to remove these rocks so that I can then put down water. And I can make all these rocks the bed. Oh my god, stop it. It's so annoying. I'm trying to select this one rock right here. Or whatever, and uh, rocks a description. so weird. Okay. And then it deselects it. You're kidding, right? Okay. Maybe if I select it and then move it and then just bring it back, that'll be easier. Let's do that. Attempt number 2 of me wanting to put water in, and game doesn't want me to put water in. How many tries is this gonna take? Oh my god, stop it. Stop it. Alright, it keeps goofing off. Alright. No, I don't want to select. Exit out. Multi-selection. Select all the rocks, not the reeds. I don't want to mess with the reeds. Honestly, it's mostly just this one. Interesting how it copies it. Alright, so we're gonna keep removing these rocks and then keep trying to put water down, is what we're gonna keep doing. I mean, it's obstructed. It's the most annoying thing. Alright. Like, I wish it told you what is obstructing it. I don't want to put water all the way there. I want to put water here. It does have a sprinkler, though. I wonder if they can feed off of a sprinkler. How do I make a area for water, though? I swear I've been at this forever. I mean, can they drink from a sprinkler? Because apparently there's a sprinkler. A water effect jet. Never mind. Alright, I want to see for this mod, because apparently this mod, they're supposed to be... Apparently it should have let you even do it with water. Disables obstructed limitation while building. Oh, it's only for... but it expands terrain tools. How do I look at the new terrain tools? Advanced move, edit, 3 short keys, top free build, toggle grids, added barriers, tracks, terrain tools, sculpting, terrain tools, painting, water. All collisions are disabled if you hold Y. Does this mean even water? Please. It said calculating somewhere. Why isn't this working for water? I want to just put water down for my aardvarks. Can I please do that? Apparently not, says the game. It says it's obstructed. Like, what are you obstructed by? Hold on. Oh, it wants to put water all the way to there. Maybe that's why. I'm thinking I might need to raise the whole thing somehow, or lower some of it. Or the area that it's sensing water. Alright. Like, and I don't think I can pull that up enough. Well... I'm just stumped, guys. This is a pot. African pot. This is what it says. Climbing enabled. I want the aardvarks to be able to drink. No, there's no mods having to do with water. I'm wondering why, 'cause maybe I do need to... No, it's Y. Where did it say it was calculating water? It said it was yellow and it said calculating at one point. See, that's the problem though, is it says the water wants to hecking go down. Well, I obviously can't put animals in there if they can't drink water. Can't I? Thank you. I literally just want to put my water down and call it a day. The game says no. And the camera's not letting me. This is getting... Building in this game can be frustrating. Like, I don't understand why it's trying to equate that much of the habitat. I don't know why it's not letting me push it. Like, it's too obstructed to push, apparently. Yeah. Okay. I think I've been wasting all my time for nothing. Because I didn't realize in the settings, disable terrain collision. Maybe that's not what that is. Excuse you. Um, it even says, like, it might have unexpected. I want to put water down, come on. I literally disabled collision and it still says obstructed. I don't understand. I do not compute. I just want to put water down, man. Oh, that happened. Okay. Water. I mean, we're not gonna see the terrain under there. But I think maybe if I pull it, not like that. Let's try a size 5. So I could do water if I push. I'm trying to define. Why did it say I could do water like when I was first trying to do the thing and not now? I mean, is it a whole... I want to put water out. we're just gonna spam this for a hot minute. Because when we push it to that, then we were able to put... It's putting water down there. Why is it putting it down that deep? I do wonder, why is it putting it down that deep? Camera's so janky. This is perplexing to me. What if I pull this? Dear God. Like that side. I mean, I think the obvious is it doesn't want to put the water on top of the rocks. So I think if I move the rocks again for, I don't know what time this is of me trying to move the rocks. Now that I have... It's a few different layers of rocks, and that's totally okay. So we're gonna move it, then we can layer it back on top. Because I'm thinking... And it shouldn't be the rocks, but I'm thinking that's what it is. Alright. So those are our 3 rock piles. Why? It's so dumb. I mean, is it this stuff that's not letting me do that either? That's a whole group that I'd have to move. Move and figure out what to do with it. Okay. So it's not registering it is the problem. As a place where I can put water even without, even with settings that say it with obstruction is perfectly fine. Alright, so if I push here, it still says it's obstructed because it's pain in the butt. Alright, let's bring this stuff back, because clearly this isn't working. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know what to do for our aardvarks, because it's not registering that we can put in water, which is the most bizarre thing. But it's just not registering. I mean, I've checked in the settings. The camera, the audio isn't gonna do anything. It's gonna be game, and it's going to be sandbox. Such a pain. It says there's water there, but it doesn't. There's heat, there's a box. I mean, I'm trying to see really quick if this place actually has another source of water. I really don't think it does. It has sources for food. It has toys, like perfect on that angle, but then there's our water, and our water source just isn't really working, which is BS. Because apparently this was created in January, so theoretically this worked in January, but it's not working right now. Yeah, I don't know what to do to pull it up and just keep adding more water. Like, I don't think the aardvarks are even able to access that. Because these are decorations. They're not going to register as water. Part of me wonders if restarting the game with these settings. Pause menu, and then there's the settings. So we have our animal settings. I have welfare on, so they can... Uh... Allows terrain to be manipulated through existing scenery or track. So it may not necessarily disable animal navigation, terrain constraints to be manipulated through existing habitat. Allows terrain to be manipulated through existing habitat barriers and enrichment items. This terrain. Scenery. Stop rides and stations from preventing scenery. So it's not everything. Wonder which update broke the aardvarks not being able to have any freaking water. I mean, I can add something for now, maybe. Food and water. You know what? That's something we can do. Is trick it. You know what? Maybe that's what she did. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Not that I saw this, but if we even create it to where it's slightly there. That's not too much of a issue. Let me actually, I want to move this. Oh. So if we actually do it like this, I don't know why I didn't think about this. If we have this and then hide it. I think that's the best option. And then I don't know where the barrier in terms of that is. But guys, why did I not think about that? So when the zookeeper comes and fills that with water, it will look like there's water in there. Granted, we might have to move it up a little bit. Why didn't I think of that when I've been messing with this terrain for I think hours at this point. I apologize for that, guys, but why didn't I think about that? Alright, so now we can put our door and we can name our exhibit. Gate is fixing. You gotta be kidding. There we go. Okay, so now we can name this African grasslands. Burrowers. Or, yeah. Because that's what they are. Okay! Holy bejesus, that took forever for me to figure it out. How to work around it. Okay, well, we're obviously gonna have to move it. Neat. Okay, that still covers where it needs to be. But it's not sticking out. And then it messes up this a little bit. That's fine. Just do what we did with everything else that we had to do this with. Why? It completely messed up the terrain. It's the terrain it messed with. No. I want to flatten to here. And then paint grass short. Yeah, it just rose the terrain slightly. That's better. We need to find a better way to move this though. That was such the perfect place until I realized it was sticking out. Like more than it should have been. But I mean, it looks like it blends in with absolutely everything else that's in there. Okay, so... do want to look at something really quick. Okay, so I think that looks okay. I would like to... No, we don't need 1 meter pass. That's not amazing, though. I'm trying to figure out how to get around with this whole thing over here. Okay, So we're gonna have to go inside, but... It's not great. It's absolutely not great. I can kind of make it fit. This is the problem. Maybe that's better? Would this be better? Obviously nobody's gonna come in and see. That's the best I can think of. Alright, so we're gonna need speaker 3, placed too far away from target species. Okay. So all of that's fine. We could place something over here eventually, and for that to be a good reasoning for all these donation boxes and whatnot. Let me actually... Okay, I think that's tied. I mean, that looks okay, I think. And then we got this outdoor portion that we can also wrap around. Not so sure about angle snap. Let's try to do it back up to 4 meters, maybe? It only wants to snap at the 3. There we go. Let's see. It kind of curves a little bit, but that's okay. There we go, I fixed it. Okay, and then I'd also like to post an education sign for meerkats as well, since they're going to be sharing their little home together. Honestly. I'd rather it wrap, like, around. So let's not do an angle snap. Or maybe we do want it like that. It's be better to fit other habitats and stuff. I don't know, I personally think it's okay. It'll let me section things out a little better over time. Okay, so I think we just literally need... I do want to move this stuff. Oops. Not in the walls. That's fine. That's totally fine. Alright, so we have a TV screen. I want to copy this. And I want to put another maybe over there. Or I can put one here. Ooh, I gotta move that donation box too. Okay. There's one over here. That's a little bizarre. Okay. Well, let's move this. This is gonna be a pain to find. Wide meerkat. Okay. Alright guys, I know it's taken absolutely forever, but I think we're good now. So we're gonna want to, for aardvarks, one male, one female, and I would like two completely different skin tones. Okay, so if we go to market, let me make sure my mods work. Oh yeah, my mod's definitely working. Okay. So aardvark, we're gonna probably want the best male, best female, hoping they're two different. So we got sandy pink and pink brown. I think that's good. Okay, waiting in trade center, and we should now be able to put our aardvarks in. No path to destination. Now, considering... Okay, so we need to fix that, apparently. Hold on. This is not connected. It should be now. And if it's not, there's something else maybe wrong. Yeah. Why does the habitat name keep changing? Y'all see this? How many times have I named this? I'll just name it African Burrows. Am I just not hitting enter? We should be getting our barks. Yes, okay. Yeah, we just had to repath that. No big deal. Okay, well, we're finally making more progress. Hopefully these guys will be okay. No, we don't have an albino, but that's okay. I just wanted them to have 2 different skin tones. Alright. For diversity's sake. Okay, so yeah, our aardvarks are gonna be thrust in here. Yeah, it should be good. Well, we wanted 1 male, 1 female for breeding purposes. Alright, there we go. Aardvarks are not sexually dimorphic, but they are closely related to elephants, hyraxes, manatees, that generic family group. I mean, they look really nice in here. Hoping the keeper will come to... Oh, it's inaccessible. Hold on. How high do I need to make it so it will be accessible? Item is not accessible to any animal. Consider moving it away from obstructions and onto traversable terrain. Well, maybe it was fine. I mean, if it says keeper can't access it, then that's a different story, but... They look nice in here. Look at that, it's like a big giant burrow for them. Which one's the... The female is actually the large one. I just called you in there. Hold on. Filthy cleaning. This job is a snooze fest. Animals aren't hungry, but if they're thirsty, then I kinda need you to... I called you. Why can't I move you? I can now. Okay. I apparently can't move them in there. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm just hoping it'll work out. Here, I think actually... I can't tell what that is. Is that soil light? Hold on. If we flatten to there, and then if we painted it, that's better. Uh, it should be accessible. There we go. It was the terrain, interestingly enough. Okay. Dude, fill their freaking water. I don't know why the keeper doesn't think they can't fill their water, but, they keep checking that they're not hungry. Is he not filling water because they don't need it at the moment? Is that what's going on? Hold on. Do animals not actually need access to water? Okay. Maybe not. I don't know. So let's get our meerkats in. Let's see. Whoops. 2 of them at the very least. 20 males, 20 females. Alright, so it doesn't really matter. Think. So we have light brown with black, pale brown. We have light brown and pale brown. So I think... if we get these 2... and refresh it. We might have to keep looking back, but I would like to get a 3rd meerkat. Trading. In our storage. Okay. And then we'll check our meerkats out. Yes, that means there's probably a 3rd meerkat color variation, which I do not currently have access to. I'd have to keep rolling through meerkats, and I don't really want to do that. They look so happy. Look at them. We got some tropics in here, and then still a bit of a grassland too, I think. And we'll be able to see our little meerkats in their burrows too. Look at how nice that glass is. I don't know why I just now noticed that, but Alright, so we should have our little meerkats, and they should be good to breed as well. Alright. So here we go. So we got our little Meerkats would like a little more enrichment. Let me see how good the aardvarks are. Social. That's interesting. Considering they should, they're. Oh, look at them. So meerkats are also not sexually dimorphic. There they go. They start making their burrows in the habitat. I kind of don't like that they do that because it kind of messes up the terrain a lot, but whatever. And then you can't really get rid of them. I think they do go away after a period of time, but it's just a little annoying. I don't know why it says their social is messed up, because if you look at their Zoopedia, they should get enrichment from sharing with meerkats. 1 male, 1 female. And they are a male and a female, so that's a little odd to me. Maybe it's just so large they're not really interacting, but then they wouldn't interact if I had any more aardvarks because of how they're coded, unless if they had children. So then I can't really do anything about their social needs. These guys, though, I can do something about their enrichment. So if I look for what's usable for a meerkat. Termite mounds could pop in a tunnel. I think a tunnel would look nice. Maybe there? Would there look nice for a tunnel? Or maybe we can add it over here. Let's see. Yeah, they're kind of burning around a little bit. Okay, they're happy with their enrichment now. The aardvarks aren't happy, though. I don't really know why, because meerkats are supposed to be good for the aardvarks, and then... It's just a little weird to me. Did the aardvarks go? Y'all, where did the aardvarks go? It's as much their habitat as it is the meerkats, unless they got brought in by the vets or something. Let me look in my animal list, because I don't know where they went. What the? Do they have a burrow somewhere? Do they have a burrow in here that I don't know about? Or did they somehow get... Ah, they have a burrow somewhere in the enclosure that they got to. Where's the Oh, okay. Where's the entrance? Ah, there's a hidden burrow. Okay, that's where I totally forgot that was a thing. Let's add one for the meerkats too. I think it's in a bed or shelter. Animal burrow small for our meerkats to burrow into as well. Our meerkats. I think theirs would look nice, like here-ish. There we go. So that way they have somewhere to hide. Okay, that's where the aardvarks went. I thought they vanished or they clipped through the world or something. Well, because when I was messing with the settings and it said for animals to ignore terrain. So that's funny. I didn't even know that there was a burrow in here. No, they're in there. They're chilling. Burrow capacity. Oh, it didn't name what this burrow was. It's interesting. Name it the meerkat burrow. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, they go away faster than they used to. They used to stay around forever. Okay. Oh, it's defined as poop. That's interesting. Why is it coded as poop? Alright, well our aardvarks are hiding right now. That's totally fine. So if we go in here, our meerkats like it out here a little more. That's interesting. Is this still suitable? Is the hold on? The water. Oops. Can it be used by a meerkat? Yes. Perfect. Okay. That's all I really needed to know. Wow, the aardvarks are just chilling in there. I don't know if the meerkats know that their burrow is available. Looks nice nestled over there. And then we have a forage grounds for feeding. I think this is a great first exhibit. Wow. How do they have moderate social group space stress? Okay. It might be space. It might be their space. If I'm being honest. That the aardvarks might feel like it's a little cramped. Oh, there they go. I wonder if I can change that. Because I have welfare. Oh. Yes. I don't want I thought overcrowding was as in how many members there are, not necessarily space, so they should be good. Oh yeah. We're all very lovely exhibit. Let me see because I do want more meerkats. There's light brown, pale brown. I think they added more names because I don't recognize some of these. At some point, I think they added more names. They look really nice together. I'm kind of waiting for the timer to go up to see if I can add one more meerkat. We can actually speed that up a little bit. So we see. Oh, they're about to mate. Hold on. The meerkat right there. They might have already. I didn't see them do the animation. Oh, the meerkats are gonna mate. Oh, that's so cute. Another thing about meerkats is they're matriarchal. Oh, the meerkats are already expecting offspring. That's awesome. What did it say a meerkat's reproduction was like? 'Cause alpha female in a matriarchal society, polyandrous. Okay. Okay. pale brown, light brown. Just gonna kind of wait for this to go by a little bit. Aardvarks didn't get pregnant, but that's okay. They put some food in the feeder. I might have missed. Oh, the meerkat's already about to have offspring. Alright, so our meerkats are gonna grow. Pretty decent. Oh, I think she decided to eat first. Very interesting little mongoose. Yeah, offspring imminent. She is the alpha female. I think they still mate even though there's an alpha female. Some animals in like wolves, for example, only the alphas mate. But that just means she'll run the I think it's a coalition as a group of meerkats. He's kind of just prancing around. I'm still waiting for the other meerkat, which I think is probably a red-brown. Alright, we'll wait. So at least the aardvarks are paired. Oh, she had offspring in the burrow. Where's the camera? There we go. Oh my goodness! Look at the children! That's a lot of babies. Oh my gosh. I don't think I knew a meerkat had that many babies. 3 boys, 2 girls, light brown. Light brown. Wow, they all light brown. Think so. Think they were all born with light brown. Oh my goodness, look at them. They're so cute! A baby! Yeah, they're all light brown. It's interesting. I don't remember which of our adults has a pale brown. The female. They're all pale brown still. So we're gonna have to wait. The aardvarks I'm leaving alone though. I'm not introducing any more colorations or anything. Well, they are nice to see. It's not quite worth it at the moment. The baby's staring. It might have. There's a light brown that popped up. Alright. There we go, there's our red brown. a female too, so we're gonna adopt her. There's usual rule of thumb is there's usually 3 different colorations minus rare mutations. Alright, so we'll have our new female arriving. Oh, I never realized that did that. Oops. There we go. I way prefer that. Hey, we got a new female. So they all have different color variations. Alright, so introduce her. So we have 1 male, 2 females. Alright guys, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'm gonna end it here. Oh, she's really pretty. In the sun. I know there's a lot of shade in this exhibit, but, like, compared to the others, she's nice reddish color, as opposed to all of our other guys here who are, more of a lighter brown. But anyways, I feel like I spent a lot of time on this one exhibit. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around if you did. And I hope to continue this series, and I'm really excited to see what our new species will be when they come out. So I hope you enjoyed my little African burrows. And yeah, I think that's it. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!